Here are all the books that I've read over the past 1 year, and in this video I'm going to be talking about each and every one of them. So if you're interested in that, keep watching. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This is very old because this is my father's book, and I read it very long ago, not exactly 1 year ago, but this has helped me a lot. This basically talks about believing in yourself. It takes you out of the mindset of thinking that 9 to 5 job is the best way for me, which the society trains you to believe, so I don't blame you for that. This helps you believe that you can be worth more. It doesn't really give you the real tools in order to build a successful business, but this really helps you believe in yourself. This helps you first get in the mindset that you can actually achieve $1 million, $2 million, $10 million. If you cannot believe that, then you will never achieve it. If you can believe that you can earn 1 lakh per month, you will do that. If you can also believe that you'll earn 30,000 per month, you'll also achieve that. So basically the book talks about setting goals, setting high goals, believing in yourself. So this really helped me. That's book number 1. Book number 2 is Steal Like an Artist by Austin Kleon. This is a great book because most people, I think a lot of people these days are under the influence that cheating is a bad thing, because that's what the school teaches you, right? Whenever you cheat, you get punished for it. Austin Kleon puts it very beautifully that nothing in this world is original. If someone calls something original, they just don't know the actual origin of it. They don't actually know who actually created something. Everything in this world has been said. Everything has been invented. Most things have been invented. Anything that you can find in a course can also be found on the internet for free. Anything that you find in a book can also be found on the internet for free. So there is endless information, endless knowledge, endless content, endless books. Everything has been done. So being original, thinking that you can be just special isn't the right mindset. That's not going to get you growth. That's not going to get you success. Austin Kleon puts it very clearly that stealing, cheating is not necessarily a bad thing. If you respect the person that you are copying, cheating from, if you respect the person that you're idolizing, taking inspiration from, and you give them the credit for it, and you put your own spin to their art. So what does the meme where copy my homework but like change it a little bit? That is basically what Austin Kleon puts in this book. One, Discipline is Destiny by Ryan Holiday. I refer a lot about this in maybe every single one of my videos. I love this book. I've probably read it like 3-4 times, and it's like a hefty book. It's like 200 to 300 pages, and I am absolutely in love with the concepts. If you want to just brainwash yourself into being more disciplined, if you want to embed the concept of discipline, if you want just inspiration, motivation to be more disciplined, this is the one book for you. This is like for your fucking Bible. That's why I've read it so many times, because I was struggling so hard with discipline, and I finally feel like I haven't really mastered it, but I think I have control over my discipline. I finally think that I am disciplined at the gym. I am disciplined with posting videos on my YouTube channel. I'm disciplined with creating videos. I'm disciplined with working. So the major areas of my life that I really care a lot about, I am fairly disciplined in those, and I 100% credit that to Ryan Holiday. The Richest Man in Babylon. This is the latest edition, but my father had the old version as well, but that was really, really lost. So basically, this is an evergreen book. If my father read it and found value in it, and if I've read it and I have also found value in it, this is an amazing book for you. It can be a little bit hefty if you're like a relatively younger person, if you're like 12, 13, 14, something like that. But if you are anything above 16 years old, you need to read this, because it's not a story book, it's not a motivational book. This teaches you about financial education, something that is completely 100% absent from the traditional education. Nobody in school teaches you about how to spend money, how to save money, how to control money. Most people just, money flows out of their hands, right? You must have heard some of your relatives, some people who would say that money flows out of their hands. That's not supposed to happen. So this teaches you amazingly how to keep a check of your money, how to control your money, how to be mindful and smart about your finances. So read this. I do not know who the author is. It says George Carson, but I don't think that's the author, because this talks about a story from ancient Babylon. So I don't think that's the author. I think that's the publisher or the person who created the book. But this is an amazing book. I highly recommend. Book number 5 is called The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. Before I read this book, I was extremely impatient. I was making progress, I was sure of that, but I was extremely impatient about the results. If you struggle with not persisting toward task until you see results, for example, if you leave task in the middle, if you start a YouTube channel and you decide that you're going to continue this YouTube channel for the rest of your life, but you have like a goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers and you quit before reaching 1,000 subscribers, this book will change that for you. This book teaches you that there is a way you make progress. There is a way everybody makes progress. And the more you progress, the more you learn about things, the more you put effort, the more you emphasize on improving little by little, your progress compounds like everything else. So compounding is like a universal law, just like gravity, right? So when you keep on making progress, it's not going to show for a very long time. This is a chapter among the book which I found immensely helpful, completely changed my mindset, right? So you keep making progress, but you won't see results, or you will see like not so significant results for a very long time, and then suddenly your results skyrocket. That's because all of the efforts that you've been making, all of your progress, all the improvements have been compounding in the background, but you don't see it out in the world until it finally explodes. And that happens at a point where 99% of your competition, I'm just making that number up, but 99% of your competition would have given up. That is, you can think of it that as a entry barrier, as a test that God puts up in front of everybody to make sure that only the people who are worthy of success actually succeed. That's why I keep saying, if you want to succeed, if you want to win at anything, take action, make small improvements repeatedly over and over again, and learn from your mistakes, and don't give up. If you don't do these 3 things, you'll succeed at anything, absolutely anything. That is book number 5. Extremely highly recommend. Extremely valuable, 100% highly recommend. This book is Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. This is Never Finished, which is the second part of his book, which is the second version of his book. His first book is called Can't Hurt Me, and that is the one that I found more valuable. This is like sort of like a bad sequel. You know how a movie does extremely well and then they make a sequel and that's not as good? This is that, but I didn't have that book because I've given it to a friend to borrow and to read. So I don't have that, that's why I'm keeping this one in front of you. So I recommend Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. It just shows you that there is no overtraining. You can never do too much, and you'll just find it so inspirational. That man has been through so much and still he persists. Still he tries to be the best version of himself. David Goggins is a multi-millionaire and he is extremely athletic, extremely fit. He has nothing to prove to anyone, and yet he works so hard every single day on himself. That is, if that doesn't motivate you, that doesn't inspire you, that doesn't make you feel like, fuck, I can also do something, then nothing will go. So Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins, highly recommend. Show Your Work by Austin Kleon. I'm sorry if you're seeing this inverted, you probably are seeing this inverted, but I'm recording this in a selfie camera from my iPad, so it's going to be inverted. Bear with me. So this is another book by Austin Kleon. The earlier one I showed you was Steal Like an Artist. This is Show Your Work. If you have trouble, if you like insecure about starting your YouTube channel, starting your blog, doing anything online, this will help you with that. A lot of people feel conscious about their face, feel conscious about their voice, feel conscious about the way they talk. This book tells you that there's never gonna be the best time when you start. If you keep thinking that I'll start next month because next month is XYZ, I'll start next year because next year is XYZ, it's never gonna be the best time. And if you think a little bit inverted, if you think like a high value man, if you start at the worst time possible, then you've already persisted that time, right? It cannot get worse than that afterwards. It can only get better. As opposed to that, if you start at the ideal situation, then it's going to get worse and worse after that. So starting at the best time possible for you is not at all ideal or advised. So 10 ways to share your creativity and get discovered by Austin Kleon. Show Your Work is an amazing book. I would highly recommend it. Next is in the lines of finance, psychology of money. This is by Morgan Housel. I found it to be incredibly valuable. If I had to rate financial educational books, number 1 would be The Richest Man in Babylon, and number 2 would be The Psychology of Money. Obviously, that's just my opinion. People can find it different, but Psychology of Money is also going to be it's easily my top 5. It's easily among my top 5 financial books. So would highly recommend you get this. You read this and you will never have to worry about going broke at least. This will teach you more than your school is ever going to teach you. Next is The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. The reason this is so fucked up is because of, again, this is my father's book. The Secret is kind of like Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, except this goes deep into the art of manifestation. If you're interested in something like that, if you want to learn more about it, if you want to get yourself to believe that you can actually achieve things, this is going to be a great book for you. I don't want to speak a lot about it because it's been a long time since I read it, so I don't even remember what's in it. But I remember reading it, and I remember having such a huge mindset shift that that I just started seeing that every single celebrity, every single rich man in the world all of them has done manifestation. All of them first believed that they can actually achieve those things, and then they went on to achieve those things. So The Secret by Rhonda Byrne, amazing book. Deep Work by Cal Newport. I have been talking about this book for a long time. If you have my free ebook, by the way, I have written a free ebook, which is the top link in the description. I spent a lot of months writing that book, and it has everything you need in order to become a high value man. I talk deeper about this book called Deep Work by Cal Newport. I love this book because I believe that there was a limit to how much you can focus. I believe that there was a limit. I was under the impression that you can focus for 25 minutes and then you needed a 5-minute break. This taught me that is bullshit. I now am successfully and consistently working every single day for at least 90-minute blocks. So 90 minutes for 90 minutes every single day I work, and then I have a small break. I brush my teeth, I maybe sometimes take a shower, otherwise I'm back to work for 90 minutes more. So Deep Work has taught me how to get into a flow state of work where time doesn't exist for you. All you care about is getting the task done. And Deep Work teaches you all the tools, all the necessary things you need in order to achieve that. So if that sounds interesting to you, Deep Work is an amazing book. Is The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. People praise a lot about Atomic Habits, and Atomic Habits is a great book, awesome book by all means. But The Power of Habit, in my opinion, puts it so much more easily, so much more simpler should be the word I should be using, because I have read Atomic Habits as well, and I can easily tell you that this book is so much more superior to that, even though it basically says the same thing. It basically teaches you how to build habits better. But just try reading this book, bro. If you struggle with building habits, if you struggle with being consistent with your habits, if you struggle with breaking habits, this is your book. Now comes the more meaty stuff. Now these are all the basic books. These are the books that will help you in your self-improvement journey. Now are the books that will help you in your entrepreneurial journey. Before that, let's cover one more book. I've recently done a book review of this. That is The Way of the Superior Man by David Dida. If you've been following my channel, you know that I just recently uploaded 15 chapters of this book. If you're interested, if you don't want to buy this book for any reason, you can just go and watch that. I have gone very deep into explaining 15 full chapters of this book, and that took me 2 hours. And if you want me to continue doing that, you can watch this video and comment down below. I'll make another one. where I'll cover the next few chapters. This has been a great guide for me. This says that it's a spiritual guide for mastering the challenges of women, work, and sexual desire. But I think it's like a handbook for becoming a masculine man, for becoming an actual man. Because as a boy, as a teenager, you're not really taught how you become a man. In my opinion, you read this book and you learn everything that you need to become in order to be considered masculine. And you'll suddenly see that all of the traits that the David Ida mentions in this book, all of the men that you see as masculine already have these things. They already talk about these things. So this is an amazing book if you want to become more masculine, if you want to just improve on, if you want to just be more of a man and have pride in the person that you've created. This is an amazing book for that. One thing I was talking about, the entrepreneurial book. The first I would recommend is The Millionaire Fast Lane by MJ DeMarco. If for any reason at all you believe that 9 to 5 jobs are the right path for you, that 9 to 5 jobs will make you rich, maybe they're the right path for you, maybe they're the right choice for you. But if you believe that 9 to 5 jobs are gonna make you rich, first of all, you're a dumbass. Second of all, this will change your mind 100%, and this will give you a better way of achieving your goals of becoming successful rich man. Because if in 2024 you don't aspire to be rich, you're gonna be in hell in the upcoming 10 years, because everything is going to go to shit. If you don't have a financial plan for the next 10 years, if you don't have a plan that you can rely on for becoming a millionaire by the next 10 years, you're gonna be in trouble, my friend. MJ DeMarco, The Millionaire Fast Lane is going to help you so much in your journey. Highly recommend. If you're someone that knows that that your purpose is becoming a high value man, and you want to become successful and rich as fuck and become sexy as fuck, and in this process you need to start a business in order to become successful and reach your goals, right? Whatever genre, whatever niche you have, maybe you want to start an MMA agency, maybe you want to do affiliate marketing, maybe you want to do YouTube like I'm doing, or maybe you have like an entrepreneurial goal, like you want to first do some things, work on yourself, and then teach that online through courses and stuff like I am. Whatever your goals are, if someone asks me what are the textbooks to learn that, right? In school you have textbooks in order to master a particular subject, right? If someone asks me what are the textbooks every single person would 100% need in order to achieve the goals of becoming an entrepreneur, successful entrepreneur, I would give him the following books. Number one is Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson, and you will notice that the next couple of books are only written by 2 or 3 authors. Amazing books, right? Expert Secrets teaches you everything that you need in order to build an online community, an online tribe, how you can become an attractive figure, an attractive idol, an attractive leader for all of these people. This book will teach you how you can build an audience, build a following of people who will love you and people who will buy anything that you sell. Expert Secrets is like an underground book that is now famous, but earlier, when this is again my father's book, when my father bought it, not a lot of people knew about it. So this is like a cheat code you need in your book arsenal in order to become a high value man. Would 100% recommend reading this book. Next is Traffic Secrets. So unless you have a business, unless you have a YouTube channel, unless you have anything like that, this is not really a useful book for you. This is like more advanced stuff. But if you want to generate traffic to anywhere, maybe you have a website, maybe you have a landing page, maybe you have an online product that you want to sell, Traffic Secrets is going to 100% help you completely eliminate the problem of getting leads ever. Amazing book. Next is 100 Million Offers by Alex Hormozi. You know I keep talking about Alex Hormozi, I love him so fucking much. 100 Million Offers will help you create a product, and will help you create a product that people will feel stupid saying no to. That is the 100 Million Offers. There is a way that you offer things online, right? You can't just be like, this is what I sell, and if you want to buy it, if you don't. That's not the right way. There is a way you offer people something, and this book teaches you exactly that. Because schools don't teach us that. The millionaires online, businessmen online will not teach you this stuff. But you need to learn that in order to do that. So the entrepreneurs who had to actually get into the mud and get their hands dirty and actually learn things by doing it are teaching you how to do it. So why not learn? And with that, we come to the last book in my collection, which is 100 Million Leads, also by Alex Hormozi. This is similar to Traffic Secrets. This also helps you bring more people into your maybe YouTube channel, maybe your community of maybe your online school community, maybe your paid product, whatever you are, maybe your website even. Any way that you want customers to be, this will help you get there. These are all the books in my collection. There are more that I plan on reading. There are more that I would recommend reading as well. But I would feel like I'm lying to you if I've included books that I haven't read myself. For example, .com Secrets is, in my opinion, an amazing book that I haven't yet read. A Dummy's Guide to Starting a Business, I believe it's called. That is also an amazing book that I haven't yet read. So many books that I haven't yet read. These are all the books that I've read over the past 1 year. That has helped me immensely in my self-improvement journey, in my entrepreneurial journey while I was dipping my toes into the business world. Hopefully you got some value from this video. I'm building a community of high value men or men who want to become high value. If you found value in this content, subscribe to my channel right now so my videos can find you more easily and I can help you in your own self-improvement journey by videos just like this every Monday and Thursday. And I'll see you in the next video.